Back in 2011, Skyrim was my first ever Bethesda RPG experience. And soon after, I say soon after, it was a few years later, in 2015, I followed that up with Fallout 4, which I really loved, but it just wasn't at the same level as Skyrim. And one of the reasons is that there's a key feature that they strayed away from in Fallout 4, but with some recent Starfield leaks, it seems like we could possibly be seeing the return of this fan favorite feature. And today I wanted to make a quick little video talking about it. So let's get started. So one of the reasons that Fallout 4 felt so watered down in its RPG elements for me is the fact that they decided to do a voiced protagonist, whereas traditionally, in most Bethesda-made RPGs, they've always done a protagonist without a voice. Now, in a lot of games, it's great having a voiced protagonist. In fact, I'd say it's probably preferable in anything that isn't a branching narrative RPG. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, why on earth would it be better to not have a voice for the player's character? Well, it limits dialogue options and severely waters down NPC interactions throughout the game. Since we're talking about Fallout 4, I figured we'd start there. You look at your options and it's typically 2 good options and 2 bad options. And each one is pretty much just a different way of saying what the other one says anyway. Now compare and contrast that to something like Fallout 3 or even more recently The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. These games offer tons of different dialogue options that can lead to all sorts of interactions with NPCs, all the way from silly to serious or just downright weird. But it's interesting to see all of those dialogue options, and that's why it's so important to make a move back to the non-voiced protagonist. And I don't know anything about game development, and I'm not going to pretend that I do, but I would imagine that it's just one less thing that you have to budget for by paying for a voice actor. And it enables you to get as weird as you want with your dialogue options. According to everything we've heard directly from Bethesda and all these little talks they've been posting about Starfield here and there over this past year, it really seems like Starfield is a return to Bethesda's RPG roots, and I'm really excited for that, just like I'm sure a lot of other Bethesda fans are as well. We're still at the point of this game's marketing cycle where we really don't know a lot about this game at all. Bethesda likes to show us the game in motion when we're close to the release date. So we've all still got a lot of questions. But hearing the way that Bethesda talks about this, it really seems like it could be a genuine return to form. And when we're getting all sorts of leaks telling us exciting things like this, it gets difficult for me to not be hyped about this game. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Starfield? Well, I guess that's a weird question to ask with how little we officially know about it. But I think the better question would be, what do you guys expect from Starfield? Todd Howard himself describes it as Skyrim in space in all the best ways. And I'm really hoping that the game can suck me in like Skyrim did and still does from time to time. But let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Leave a like if you liked the video, and please remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you're enjoying the content and want to stay up to date on all my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.